Oh shit, we're crashing, we're burning. No, we're not. Just kidding. Oh,
Just started.
yeah, just started. Off to a great. Eli, is your glasses okay?
What? No, dude, I'm just such a big deal now. It's just my trip to Varrowood. I'm way too important to be bothered by these shenanigans.
Yeah, look at that. You're such a big deal. In fact, now you can't follow any sort of structure. You're just. I got to get into me right now. We got to get into me now.
What?
I am the show.
Just what? Dude, I wish I had my sunglasses right now.
Surprised his handler's not here talking to us.
Yeah,
The PR guy? Man, he's at church.
Yeah, like he doesn't hire Cool Eye to come in and be like, "Sorry guys."
Cool Eye was a mistake and will never happen again.
Or maybe he was just the right thing. You know.
He was the person nobody needed or wanted, but he was there anyway. Hello, if you're watching, and I see there are some of you watching.
Some of you, yeah. I mean, not as many viewers as your, as your clickbait show you did there, but
Yes.
yeah, that now in hindsight we're learning he knew it all along. Like, oh, okay, yeah, well, but we'll get to that. And helping us get into all that, of course, is a friend of the show. I think this is your first time on since we revealed that
Since the big move.
Since the big move, and also when we revealed, like, I think you were on, like, you were the #1 guest, like, as far as appearances.
It's funny when you were talking about that, like, who's been on the most time? I was like, if it's not me, I would be absolutely appalled.
Yeah, like
at myself, because I've been here a lot.
All those episodes I never watched. There was just some fucking home run derby hitter just cranking them out of the park. But
I like how you were like, yeah, man. He was on 33, and then I stopped counting.
yeah, that's where because like some of them I didn't like. I stopped including your name in the title and stuff like that just to get more of our own clickbait titles out there. Because I mean, listen, you were clickbait for a little bit, with your weight loss and like that whole Reddit thing. So there was a place and time, and right now you're just click or you're bait. I don't know which one's click. We're all bait right now.
I'm no bait.
Yeah, no bait, baiting. Go away. We're baiting. So, anyways, welcome to the show. Yeah, Eli, I do apologize about the numbers. They're not up to
Eli standards.
Yeah, they're not up to snuff for you, dude.
This is like my second viral video. The 2,000 mules thing, and then this. But I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Tried to replicate it today. It didn't quite work. I mean, it was still impressive.
Yeah, I saw that. I did. I saw that, and I was like, that's a bummer.
27
because it did help your previous video on it.
27 it's not bad. It wasn't 329 this time, but
and you shot up like 40-50 subs since?
Yeah, over 50.
Whoa, dude, you don't gotta say it like that.
Well, yeah, Jesus, you heard how he said that.
Yeah, I know. There's so much air coming. Yeah, over 50.
Over 50, no big deal.
Yeah. Just
Guys, stop.
In the grand scheme, it's so fucking. It really is small and insignificant, but it did something for my ego. I'll tell you that.
Every time somebody walks into Eli's job, he's like, "No pictures, please, please."
Yeah,
that is something I would do, except for recently where I almost lost my job. But let's not talk about that. Even though I just brought
it's
it up.
funny. We were just talking, maybe like an episode or two ago, of your like downs and your ups. Like, I think we were like, yeah, you were on the comeback. Like now you're definitely up, Eli. Like this is, uplifting you. So I'm just fair warning you, like there's a crash ahead.
I'm here to bring you.
And I'm not trying to be a party poop. Yeah, but I am. But I'm not.
Okay, that's what I've come to expect that from both of you. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. I like how you can flip that.
We're called reality. His name is Check.
Yeah.
Just wait till my next viral video, guys.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what clickbait title you use that time.
Oh,
he's gonna go find. He's gonna go find another celebrity that denies blatant evidence in his face.
So this celebrity, speaking of clickbait, Ryan Upchurch, that's the video you found yourself upon, and you were quite enthralled in that subject for like a good week or so. Like it engulfed you in the story. You were like, something seems aloof here.
Well, if I was to start at the beginning, and I think like I tried to bring this case up, and it's challenging because I know it's out there. But if you start from the beginning and watch it unfold, first you can kind of identify like the kid's intentions were true, sincere, honest. He wanted to help. He started going on other true crime podcasts and calling him out for just doing, just trying to get attention, not actually help. And then he, after some time, has gone very deep into a rabbit hole. And some of those elements have raised questions that I can't answer. And there are absolutely validated elements where I'm like, okay, that's fucking crazy. And I even like feel like I need to issue an apology to some of the things.
I accept. I accept.
Behind. Yeah.
I accept. Well, like, all I remember is you're the one who brought it to my attention. I would have no idea who Ryan Upchurch is, but when you brought it to my attention, and in fact, remember it was like, right when we hopped on Zoom, like, I want to talk about this real quick, and like I didn't poo-poo your idea. I just said I felt like it'd be better if we kind of had a little more going on, because I like the way you were talking, it was very passionate, but you had all like more detail.
He had all the information. Yeah.
So what he was saying was like it made more sense to him than it did me, because I didn't have a lot of this backstory. That's
how I felt after I had watched it.
Yeah.
That I didn't explain it in a way that was easily understood. But also I remember your quote that really nipped it in the bud for me that I explained to my father today. He said, like, I don't understand why I should be giving a shit.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, because
that's
like,
hey, and that's healthy. That means you're a healthy individual.
What I didn't want to do, because listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, I thought you were all in with Ryan Upchurch.
Yeah,
and his thoughts.
Only to a point.
Yeah, well, I didn't know the point, so I didn't know the only to a point part. I was like, okay, he seems like so. I didn't want to step on your toes and have that type of. Had I known from the get that you were like, yeah, no, for sure, this guy's crazy, but I'm kind of like playing both sides here, it would have made a little more sense. But at first, I was just like, dude, I think Eli's going crazy.
Here, let me offer a little clarification to anybody that is watching and will be watching in the future. Kylie Rodney is the case. It is pretty fucking closed, although there are now too many conspiracies. It's gotten out of hand, is my full opinion. And so we have a 16-year-old deceased child. She's gone. Adventures with Purpose, that's a whole other show. They've committed their lives to finding missing persons. They've found the body, even though they won't give us the cause of death yet. It's too preliminary. And we can't see a minor dead.
I can even bring up why how she died.
So the body was discovered, as you're talking about,
in the back seat with one window down. The vehicle obviously
1.5 windows
upside down because the tires are buoyant.
That's how I roll, dude. When I'm in the back seat, I got the window down, dude.
They found the vehicle in the one area where the police were pretty adamant about. We covered. Here's the entire map. You can look everywhere you want. This area, we looked everywhere. Don't even bother. And that's the first place they went, and they found it within like a fucking hour.
So okay.
It was the fourth place they went.
What do you think is suspicious about the cops saying don't? Because that's one thing you've said quite a few times, and I've picked up on it. You're like, they specifically said don't look here. You emphasize them saying don't look here. What do you think the implications are as to why they said don't look here? Like, do you think the cops were involved in?
No, I personally do not. No, I don't think I think they did some shoddy fucking work with 20,000 man hours put in.
Which they do all the time.
Okay.
Like, I can vouch for you that, they try to pin something on somebody who wasn't even fucking close to the situation, but they have a record. They do that. Like, sometimes they do find the easy way out is what I'm saying. So like maybe they felt like
a couple things that should be cleared up.
Please.
Already, just real fast. It was 10,000 hours.
Yes, sir.
It was not even 10,000 hours. It was 9,200 something hours, man hours put in. But that was divided between.
So the article I read is embellishing the 20,000.
Yeah. Well, first of all, yeah, and then second of all, that was divided between 13 different agencies going across multiple counties. Now,
does that make it better?
Yeah, it does, because that means they were casting such a wide net that they weren't specifically focused. Now, if you take a regular
discerning for a taxpayer.
No, because these dive teams, especially one that's not in such a big town like You know, this isn't a big town that
like
they're
Truckee.
in. Yeah, Truckee's not a massive town. They have guys who get into the water, and that's it. And I know you've watched that Adventures with Purpose,
of course,
episode. So that lake specifically that she was found in, I think at one point it got to 100 feet deep.
The water receded about 30 feet that day.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about in general. That lake got to about 100 feet.
Yeah, but the location they happened upon
was 10 feet.
Pretty fucking shallow.
It was 10 feet. Yes. Now I can go to other cases with Adventures with Purpose where a grandmother was found in like those lakes that they have in communities with water fountains and all that.
Sure. Yeah.
7 feet deep, and nobody ever saw the mother in there.
That's not shocking to me.
No. You don't understand. The guy who found it stood on it, and his ankle was out of the water. That's how shallow it was, and nobody ever saw it. Everybody's like, no, she's not in this lake.
How murky it is.
No, it was crystal clear. It was crystal clear water. It was man-made concrete lake. And it was like this story, I think, suffers from something that the medical field and a lot of fields go is you got to think of horses, not zebras. So all Ryan Upchurch did was he heard and he's like, clearly that's going to be a fucking zebra.
We didn't
not a horse.
We didn't even get to that point. Right now, you're trying to explain why the police and all the agencies and volunteers,
yes, because
failed to locate this vehicle.
They don't have
pretty quickly by AWP.
Yes,
real quick,
because that's what AWP does.
Josh has a question. Yeah, that's what they do. But I pay my taxes to the agencies and the people that go out there to find these missing kids.
You don't.
Bodies.
Truckee has, like I said, Truckee's not a big place, so they don't have a big budget. You know, they had basically enough
involved in the dragnet.
Yes, but not all in that lake. Remember, AWP alone went to 3 lakes, and because they're a little bit more specialized in where, like, they've seen this thousands of times.
Hooray for private enterprise, then.
They've seen this thousands of times. They volunteer their time.
They've closed 20 cases
to learn. Yeah, but they've done hundreds. And they know just by looking at a lake about where they would be. That's why they started there.
I mean,
they do it all the time.
The AWP guy has spoken to Ryan Upchurch, and he has even expressed some shadiness with, like, I don't know where the truth starts or the lies begin, and I know there's 2 sides of a fucking coin here, but they did express that the police were acting a little suspect or shady or weird. I don't know what the implication is there, and he even was recorded as saying that there was some involvement of people that were on the media, not in.
I think they just felt embarrassed.
The police, they
I think that's all it was. They just felt embarrassed.
They were heavily criticized after the fact.
These small communities are so close that when, especially something this horrific happens, and they can't bring the closure to the family. That, by the way, AWP even said it themselves. The police department asked them to come out there. They were like, help us, please.
I mean, that could be why they didn't want people looking in that area, you know, because they didn't want to have somebody stumble upon, as horrible as it sounds, like, oh, I don't want somebody else stumbling upon the thing I'm going to discover hopefully soon enough, you know, because we can't do it yet, this and this or that. But 2 things. You did bring, Eli brought 3 Ryan Upchurch videos that we are going to watch.
Okay.
Or at least just kind of skim through.
The
second thing, I've had 2 friends now. One friend that I know specifically, she was in Orlando. Maybe that's even too detailed, but she was in Orlando and some shit happened with her vehicle and she had to pull over, and she ended up essentially getting kidnapped. And she was kind of stowed away for a few days, was able to break out of the room, grab her keys, and leave. You know, like, she lost her cell phone died, so she was in an area where she was unfamiliar with, and boom, something like that happened. She was able to get out, and this is just recently, too.
Yeah.
The second one happened a few years back, but it's just the story of a friend who had someone in his band, this chick named Leia Rose, and one day she just disappears. That's it. She's gone. And it's very unlike her to come back, and all this controversy kind of goes on about how one family member says, "Oh, she's alive, and I have her over at my house." Yet it's the family member who she never ever talked to because they had a problem. So how weird is it that this family member says, "Oh no, she's fine over here"? So who knows what maybe fucking tax scam is going on with that situation? But just the idea that someone's there 1 minute, especially women, human trafficking, sex trafficking, shit like that just fucking happens. People like it's unfortunate, but two accounts already, though anecdotal, still somewhat, sixth degree of Matt Damon type thing where it's anecdotal yet, but it's so close to where the odds of it happening have to probably be greater when it becomes closer to you, kind of thing. Like,
yeah, of course. I agree with that.
Yeah. So just, I guess the point would be, it's not, I don't even know why it would be even the first thing to go to with this whole Ryan Upchurch thing for Ryan is like, oh, nope, she's not missing. She's not a real person. It's like,
she doesn't exist.
That was more of his conclusion. The beginning was more, we need to find her. And he was very sincere about that. He put up his Hellcat and offered it to anybody that brings closure to the case. He is currently working that out with Adventures with Purpose. But where he has lost me is that only came up like 48 hours ago, where he said Kylie Rodney's not real. It's actually this girl named Casey Rodney.
Exactly. That came out on the 3rd. What up until then was his point of view on this whole thing? Because that's when our videos start. We do have one video from the 29th. Yeah, there's zero. Oh yeah, there's zero proof of this person. So maybe we can play that video. Yeah,
I think that was the hype. He did a quick short, and it was like, "I'm gonna break the internet." He didn't pretty much say that, but the implication was that. And it's the first time I've ever felt like the entirety of YouTube were all waiting on that next drop. And he went throughout the true crime podcasting networks. And was just kind of.
Oh man, that glarer!
Hang on.
That fucking Hiroshima Ninja, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Shut up. Okay.
Shogun. He's a fucking 600-pound beast. But no, it just it did evolve, especially after a couple of people with their own podcast inserted themselves. There's this one individual, Xana May. Apparently, and her name, I just found out her real name today, Anastasia Manich or something. She served in our military. She went and got her fucking family out of the Ukraine like a badass. And then she appears on this true crime podcast with Ryan Upchurch, and they clash. And there's some strange things that occurred on this podcast. She admits to being at the scene of the crime the night it happened, saying she was at a beautiful Hispanic party right next to the party where Kylie Rodney was seen last, and that she has video evidence of this but never submitted it. So, and they also just clashed, and she deleted her channel. She's back now, but and she also, after the case became national news, she decides to go kayaking. She drives like, I don't know how many hours to Truckee and kayaks over the exact body of water where they end up finding Kylie Rodney. And it's just like, I'm just getting footage. And so she's now at the scene of the crime after.
Here's what happened. They're at a party. Something happens to Kylie. I don't know. They're fucking out. They're drinking. They're driving. Like, she overdosed or something happened. They fucking ditched her. They knew fucking something went down, but they're not saying a word. Those teenagers are sus right now, dude. After hearing that story.
That's exactly. If they don't press every single teenager there for 48, 72 hours straight, they're not doing their job.
It's over 300 teenagers.
For 300 kids, 72 hours straight, every single one of them. Because
and none of them had phones. There's no phones.
No. They all had phones. Every single one of them. Here's exactly what happened. And
there were some people at the party that took leadership and were delegating what they were going to say to the public and what they were not going to say.
No, I think it's just like if me and you were at a regular party and a shooting went down, most people are like, I don't want to be involved in this, and they just leave. Allegedly, on the night of that crime, from chat rooms that are involved with all the people that were at that party, everybody just disappeared at the same time. That tells me one very specific thing. They know that that girl died and they wanted no fucking part of it. They deleted every photo they had, every video they had in their phone so that they were like, yo, if the cops come looking at me, I got nothing. And then what winds up happening is maybe the guy that winds up dumping her in the lake, that's who was, hey, Captain Steve over there, he's going to fucking handle it. Or he was like, I'll handle it. You guys get the fuck out of here. Because everybody left at the same exact
300
time.
Teenagers got so organized and regimented.
No. That's the thing. It's not organized.
And there's one more character, Ikmail. He brought up this guy, Ronnie Jones, who went out of his way to contact Ryan Upchurch. And he also places 2 of his cousins at the fucking party saying that they were adults and giving drugs out to the fucking
Yes, that was part of the chat room thing. That was common knowledge at that point, that there was tons of drugs. I think the girl overdosed. Everybody freaked out.
No shit. I had no idea that. I'm just hearing that now. That kind of furthers my
and they were like, hey, get the fuck out of here. Well, I'll take care of it, or we'll take care of it, to a couple people. I think only a few people actually know who's the one who dumped that car in the water. They threw her in the backseat because allegedly there was no water found in her lungs. That means she was dead before she hit the water.
No shit, dude. I didn't even hear this. Really?
I read the autopsy report has not even come out conclusive. They just have the cause of death.
Also,
is not
the back window being half open. She was a very small girl, and the front passenger window being completely open. If she was even remotely conscious, she would have got out of that car.
Oh, foul play is
because there was no seat. No. I don't think this is foul play at all. I don't think this is murder in the least. I think this is a girl who was at a senior graduation party, took a bunch of drugs. She got way too fucked up. Maybe fentanyl. I don't know what killed her, but I think she overdosed.
We don't even have a toxicology report. Where'd you get this?
Yeah. Hey, Brock. Hey, whoa. How dare you jump to conclusions, huh?
Because of the
no, but seriously, she could not be real. Maybe she's
the chat rooms from all the people that were at the party that night.
You're telling me we have a public cause of death? If I was to Google it right now, because I was Googling today,
you could have watched the Adventures with Purpose video. It states it right there.
There's no water in her lungs.
No. That there is conclusively, she was laying in the back seat.
Yes.
Okay, that's conclusive. We know that. Okay, we know that every single person at that party left at the exact same time.
Like, is that conclusive? Really? Like, that's everyone conclusive. Left at the same time?
300 kids all left.
300 kids. So that means one thing. What? A panic.
A panic, or someone shut the party down. Like, no one was panicking, but someone said, "Oh shit, we got to get everyone."
Yeah, something happened. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Someone figured out a way to get everybody out of there. I mean, what if
like I said, I think about 4 or 5 people actually know 100% for sure what happened, and then everybody else heard, "Hey, some shit just went down. Let's get the fuck out of here."
I really wish they would have had some afterthought to add some closure to this, mystery. We know
they're teenagers. Teenagers are also 100% selfish.
If there's still an open investigation, the police could not be releasing some more details because they're further
minors.
And they're looking into like they're kind of putting out false. Like I don't know. It's not.
They're not putting out all the information because they'll find somebody who says
they're waiting to see who reacts to that, because they probably know something they haven't released yet. Like,
well, the FBI has gotten involved as of very recently.
Yeah, because what's going to wind up happening if that's the case is they're going to talk to somebody and be like, yeah, and then she ripped her shirt, and they'll be like, well, the only people who know she had a ripped shirt is the person who went into the fucking water with her. What's
why? Here's the big question.
Yeah. I don't think that's why I'm saying I don't think it's murder. I think it's an accidental overdose that the kids freaked out at. It's kind of like when your little brother breaks a vase when you're younger and you're like, oh shit, I don't want to get in trouble. Fucking just sweep it under the rug, quick. Everybody else is fucked up. So the panic's going to ensue. They're like, let's just hide it. Let's fucking hide it. We'll be okay. Nobody's going to actually think that we did it. We're just a bunch of dumb teenagers, right? Just dump her in the water.
Specific, speculation and theory, that she.
But we've all been at those parties.
Possibly overdosed.
Those parties.
Hell yeah.
Foul play has not been ruled out. So, whether she was murdered or overdosed, somebody put her in the back of that.
Oh yeah, that there is no debate about that.
Which would make them, complicit in a crime.
Yes, they will probably, honestly, they'll probably get charged with tampering with a dead body.
In Illinois, I hear they'll get out with no cash bail on that one. More to come
100%,
later.
100%. They'll get out with no cash bail. But I honestly, I feel bad for the family because they had to hear this fuckface and Ryan Upchurch say that their daughter doesn't even exist.
Yeah, like why pick that family? Like why is the conspiracy around her? Like how did it become about her? Like, you know what I mean? Like how did Ryan Upchurch find out about this specific story?
This story got kind of big. Like I found out about this story the week she went missing because Adventures with Purpose went live on a live stream and they're like, hey, we're headed to Truckee right now. We're going to dive the waters. You know, we just got done with this case. We're going over there to dive to lend a hand. We got a call from whatever the fucking sheriff's department is over there, police department. And we're going over there to assist.
Okay.
So that's where I found out about it.
Interesting. Let's play. Okay, so this is the first video real quick, and then and none of these that I'm about to play here are going to take up too much time. They're just like, it's just like the first kind of snippets of the beginning. So this is when he first announces zero proof of Kylie Rodney's situation being real. You know, zero proof of Kylie Rodney's situation being real.
When you try to make more sense of what, like the why through his rantings, where he started to completely lose me, is when he tried to point the finger at GoFundMe being the easiest way to become a millionaire in a week or 2 weeks. That's where I was like,
they shut people's shit down all the time. Yeah. And you know, one of the things that made me mad is that he said that all GoFundMe is a scam, and you and I both personally know somebody who's been really helped out by GoFundMe.
Yeah, and I don't think he said all, by the way. I think he just
I know a few people too.
Some.
Indeed.
Yeah, no, massively helped out.
Yeah.
You know. So let's play this dumb fuck's stupid suckhole expressing sound.
It's just wild.
Man. I'm glad that I'm me, you know?
Ew.
Yeah,
God.
you're gonna get a
the fact that he starts out with a yeah, like here
damn, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's it. Arrogance.
Man. Oh, God. I'm glad that I'm me, you know?
Dude, watch this face here, okay? Watch this next little phrase, and like he like I just see crazy. Like this guy, I asked Eli, he's like 31 years old. I said, I've seen tale of one person and heard tale of two other people that I don't know personally who around their around their early to mid 30s, that's when a lot of men start to develop some type of schizophrenia. If it's in them, that's when it starts to show. And schizophrenia isn't multiple personality disorder. It's you don't know the line between reality and what's not reality. Mm-hmm. And it slowly manifests itself. And there's a lot of things I've seen this guy do that my old boss would do. Like I would sit there and I'd ask him a question. I'd be like, hey, let's say his name is Bob. But like, Bob, how much do you think this vape I should sell it for? And he'd look at me. And he'd look down the vape like this, and his eyes would bulge out. He'd go, $5. And then he'd walk away. I'd be like, what the fuck? And like, this was his thing. Like, his eyes would go big, and he'd like, it was almost like he thought he was like seeing deeper into it. And it just reminds me of this man's face that he's about to do.
By the way, your old boss is trying to sell $70,000 worth of your old business there to Tubby's. Anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
You've spoken with...
I got the call from Tubby's.
They let him out. And it's been 5 years, so they can't do much. But the sad thing is he's the same. There was no rehabilitation, which I wasn't expecting there to be, but he's the same person. He's just as crazy. He was informed,
yeah,
of a few things. And it's just like, damn, man, he's not... I don't know what he can do to be sane, but there's no coming back from that. And that's where I feel Ryan Upchurch is at. So just again, watch this face. Tell me if you see crazy here.
Look at all these illiterate, stupid motherfuckers. all over the internet with their true crime channel. You hear that?
Wasn't that, I don't know, just like the way he's like, look at all
You
these
know what he looks like? Oh my
time
god!
motherfuckers.
So I haven't seen any of these Ryan
Look at that
Upchurch fucking
face.
videos, but you know when like
Ryan
you're
up his
at
own
somebody's
ass.
house or you're at the gas station and the homeless guy comes up to you and he's got that look where he's kind of looking through you and he's like, "Hey man,
Yeah.
you got $1?" Like, and you're like, "Wow, this dude is blasted out of his
talking to
brain." And then
you.
he starts calling you an alien and shit.
Yeah.
That's the look.
He's talking to you, but what he's really doing is he's speaking to that 6-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon right behind you that he's trying to buy with the money he's asking from you.
That's
Hey,
the look.
man. Yeah. That's the fuck. He's got the look. He's got the look.
True crime channel. You hear that? Their true crime channel. You couldn't investigate.
Dude.
The gate of a...
No, don't say it. Brock. My friend, my pal, mi amigo, I want you to cherish your life right now. And then I want to hear what your thoughts are post this joke and see how your life is doing now. So how do you feel right now? You're good?
I mean, I hate his face, but beyond that, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But other than that, life is good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You couldn't investigate the gate of an investor's house. Y'all
Sometimes musicians need to kind of stay in their lane a little bit with the lyrical content.
Okay.
that's where you draw the line. Lyrical content, not
This guy-
investigative conspiracies.
That was at least a misdemeanor right there.
This guy, it brags
you
about
feel
all
now,
this
Brock?
money that he spent on this stupid case. Okay, I don't mean stupid case. I mean his case that he's making is stupid.
Like already.
You know what his total net worth is? Like if he sold all the shit in his house and everything he owns, is $5 million. That's half of that 10,000 hours of manpower.
I am
And that's it.
We are 19 seconds into this video and already I'm out. I'm like, this guy's nothing. This I can't. So that's the first one. And this goes on for 15 more minutes, mind you.
God.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
No. And the sad thing is he has fans that listen to him and take it seriously.
3 million, and yeah, they have kind of acted
Eli
like
says that
mob
with-
mentality. They have chased off people from the internet. That is always my issue with people.
I
with
love them to try
large
to chase me off.
followings.
Hey, if any of you fuck faces are out there watching right now, try to chase me off, please. I would love it.
I just want to state for the record because he does screen record a lot of things.
I would not say
okay.
this unless I was
I'm just
100%
saying,
confident.
hey Ryan, I think you're a totally well-intentioned individual, and I was with you for a very long time, but I have fallen off of the theories you have.
Hey, hold on. Let me do this correctly. Let me center the camera and everything.
Yeah, wait a minute. Hang on. I'll bring you in. Hang on a second. Let me center you up here. There you go.
Hey Ryan, you're very mentally ill and you need a lot of help. Please, for the sake of that family and the bank account you used to have and is about to be taken from you by their lawyers, get help. It'll help you in the end. But you're a total fuckwit.
It's a why are you cringing?
No, I just, I totally would. I mean, it's good advertising here, but I wouldn't put it past him or his Creek squad to fucking bomb stuck in the middle.
Oh, they would take they would take this guy's side. A lot of people agree with him that this is
Yes, dude.
Ew.
A large amount of people
It's okay.
are.
Well, those people
really-
are not smart.
Yeah, no, this is
That's
definitely
exactly what I'm thinking. Like, if
Yeah.
you're taking this dude's side, you're just not intelligent.
No, I think his intentions were fucking pure and sincere. and he was a natural
What were his
skeptic.
intentions?
To bring as much closure as possible as quickly as possible.
But why
She was
did
missing.
he feel the need to bring closure to this case? What was his
He's
intention?
been vocal apparently in the past about any cases similar to this, Gabby Petito, whatever the case. I've not been a longtime fan.
The dude's getting ready to be Alex Jones.
Gabby Petito is actually this bitch named Abby Burrito. Same.
She don't exist.
Yeah, she don't exist, man. Listen to
I mean,
my music.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, why does anybody do anything? I don't know. It's a case that got his attention. He feels for people within those kinds of communities. That's where he grew up. I can only speculate as to why anybody does anything.
But again,
But he did try, and he put up more money and got more attention on the case with the good intentions to get her found.
But and unfortunately, it didn't further a goddamn thing because, you know, from my memory with Adventures with Purpose, they said they found out from the sheriff's department or police department, I don't know who exactly runs that part, that they were the ones who were like, hey, bro, we need some help.
Well, I mean, he did immediately put up his Hellcat and offer it. Adventures with Purpose are currently now working out the details because he said either the Hellcat, if you don't want that, I'll donate the exact sum of what that's worth to
What's his, like a car? He donated
that's like 80
car.
grand. It's 80 grand for the Hellcat.
That is a car?
It's a Challenger, yeah. Or it could be a Charger. It's just it's a version of the car.
Okay. Well,
see what else is stupid.
How does the vehicle get thrown into the water with her in the back? Like they put some stone on the gas here or something? Like,
no, the window was open, so the guy went in with the window rolled down, or girl.
So we have a super skinny individual that's equally as small as her.
Another chick. Skinny. Look at me.
Another chick.
Yeah, you could put another chick.
She's a very thin, frail.
You just drive her. You just drive it straight into the water.
The fucking drug dealer. The fucking drug dealer.
In our speculation and theory, I think we found ourselves a little bit generating our own mini conspiracy.
But this isn't a conspiracy. This is just
now we're just speculating how she got in the water and in the vehicle and in the back, and it's either somebody got that shit, jumped out, or what the fuck. I mean, I guess
like even the Adventures with Purpose guys even said when she was in the backseat, they're like, yeah, this is 100% foul play because they've never seen it before. They've never seen somebody in the backseat without it being a little, not their fault.
It's definitely better than jumping to the conclusion that she didn't exist.
So, all right,
we're tiptoeing on the line of reality. Meanwhile, Upchurch is tiptoeing on the line of schizophrenia.
I can't defend that. I know he's used Google Earth a lot, and he used that name, and I think the algorithms just gave him some leads that he maybe should have sat on. But they are strange if you follow along with him. Like he found the father's name. He found this company where the father is a fucking, I don't know, a handyman, and you find the company. They generate $2.5 million annually, and there's 1 to 4 employees there. And then he goes and speculates even further. This is where he got big on the conspiracy. There was like 12 different sheriff's departments that weren't really sheriff's departments. So this, I chalk it up to small towns not really having their shit in order. And
right,
I don't know
well, look, they even said that what the fuck? Oh, sorry, I read something. It was just weird. But I like from what I just reading the chat, and V is right. Girl 16, she drove to the end of the summer party, disappeared. The police had no leads, searched everywhere. They were starting to give up. This famous group found her. That's the police department themselves even stated nobody's talking. Nobody at this party is talking.
Or they at least haven't made public if anybody is.
True. Yeah. They haven't made public that if anybody is talking. The closest person that anybody was ever seen with her was that guy that was when her car was broken down, and she was giving that guy like a creepy feeling.
And just so I don't seem like a fucking entire cuck, I do think that Upchurch is not surrounded by enough people that will actually check him and be like, dude, like he's got yes men around him.
Oh, bro.
No disrespect here, but
one of your videos. Sorry.
What was it? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
No, I was just one of your videos exemplifies that moment. Like he's got yes men around him.
Yeah. And you saw the very video. There's that guy just sitting there nodding at everything.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right, Mr. Upchurch.
Dude, and then it gets even more strange. But real quick, I think this is like the introduction of him saying, guess what? The person who's missing was never missing because they ain't real.
This was the short he did that had YouTube on pause, man. I've never seen anything like it.
I would
again with the sigh. This is the second video now. He's like, what a weird, like, some people say like I do. Some people say like they lean on things like this guy so far. I've seen him lean on the, okay. Like he's got to clear his breath. Like I got a lot to say, boy.
I would not say this unless I was 100% confident. Kylie Rodney is not real. Her grandfather is not real. Her dad is not real. Her mom is not real. If you want me to be real, All the
What? Why? What's funny about that?
The
Like-
editing people, man.
Be
This is
real. No,
how
this
they're
is
like-
his. This is his thing.
She's not real. Her grandfather's not real. Her father's not real.
But you want me to be real?
He nicknames the father Grandpa Dad or
Oh, dude,
something like that.
That's the next video coming up. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. They look nothing alike, by the way.
all
Did
the
you see
pictures
the-
and videos you're seeing of this Kylie Rodney person are actual pictures and videos from someone else named Kylie that are 5 to 7 years old, which is the same amount of time as this CRV has been registered
Cassie Ross.
to this family's name. There's a reason why you can't find the family's name on any of these fucking vehicles. Everybody's been wasting time, right? Tick tock, tick tock. Well, guess where I just found a
He's
The
got
only
this-
thing TikTok about this whole thing is his mentality.
Is this guy an implant from China?
He's got this thing about TikTok, and I think there's an even greater conspiracy, but it's me guessing from him bringing it up like a couple times. He makes fun of TikTok being like a way to manipulate and waste people's time and eat up their time. And I don't know what's so.
You know
good
what's
about
wasting my time? His stupid thoughts.
Yeah.
I get it.
You know, every time he talks, I'm thinking TikTok, TikTok. When is he gonna
my God.
blow up?
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan Upchurch, if ever you see this, you're very welcome to come here. And,
When they're man,
Listen,
wow.
I don't expect him to. He won't. He doesn't have time for
He
a
goes
small
on
channel
smaller
like
channels.
us.
TikTok,
Well-
TikTok.
All the better for him if he ever wanted to explain himself, which I highly doubt.
After many years of therapy, hopefully.
Like after all the realness that we are kind of laying on the line here in regards to how you would really approach the story compared to how he approached it, I don't think there would be a conversation for us to have. More than willing to have that conversation, but I just don't think that how we're approaching it, he'd be comfortable enough to even humor us because it's far from what he thinks. But if he's open-minded, would love to. Yeah.
But he's right there again. He's right there with Alex Jones on the Sandy Hook thing. That's where he landed right now.
These guys are terrorists.
He's like, it didn't happen. You know, and it's whew, that's a weird hill to die on.
Eli's like, a lot of my new subscribers are Ryan Upchurch fans.
no,
I cannot
surprisingly,
talk
no,
bad.
they're the people that. Well, yeah, I mean,
Or
that's
on the smart side of things.
I hit on, but they-
Again, I said it.
oh fuck me,
Zebras, not horses.
right?
Okay. Here's
You
this
know.
one.
I'll be damned. Kylie with the C does have an
Shut
actual
up.
picture with a 2013 silver CRV. So that's why we can't find Kylie with a K with an X.
Okay, here we go. Got it. Sorry. I lose my mouse. There's fucking 3 monitors
Look at
here.
that meth addict in the background.
Just wait. The meth addict makes I
That's his
think the
business
meth
manager.
addict looks at Upchurch and he's like, look at that meth addict. That's what I think. Like what we just did was an Inception type thing. We're looking at the meth addict thinking, what a meth addict. But the meth addict is looking at Upchurch like, what a meth addict. Like, because watch.
I don't think he's on drugs. I just
Who, the
want
guy in
to
the
clarify
background
that.
or Ryan?
I don't think Ryan Upchurch is on drugs.
Oh no, I just think he's nuts.
Define
I don't think he's on
drugs.
drugs.
Define drugs.
Crack, meth.
Yeah, all that stuff. I don't think he's on any of that shit.
I will say alcohol.
I'm sure he drinks.
I will
Oh yeah,
say,
dude definitely drinks.
I don't know. I may dabble.
And some painkillers.
No, that or I was gonna say some Adderall.
Yeah, I could see that. You,
You
get
know,
hyper focused.
Hyper focus keeps you up, keeps you going, kind of
Yeah.
keeps you like, you know,
Makes you come to the conclusion that
Well-
a girl never existed.
a little paranoid. The government's after me now because I'm uncovering the Kylie Rodney case.
Here,
All right,
what do you make of this? Let me present it to you, and I'll make this quick and brief. Kylie Rodney's Instagram was public and then was made private after all the attention. Does that makes perfectly practical sense, right?
Yeah,
They were probably
absolutely.
getting too much traffic,
Yeah. I mean, you
crazy
get, I mean,
comments.
yeah, I was gonna say like even with Ryan Upchurch doing this, the family's that page probably got boned. Like you didn't exist. Like
I
you
think
know,
that's
like,
another point in their case for defamation or libel against Ryan Upchurch. Look,
they
we had
had
to
to shut it down
privatize our
because of his
social
insanity.
media. It's free for everyone to use it. We can't use it because of all the attacks we're getting. You know, it seems like another playbook to kind of use that in, you know, going after
could.
him because he says some crazy shit, man.
The interview
if I was as rich as he was, I'd just shut the fuck up about everything.
The interview with that Xana May individual, the Ukrainian military girl, that was still very fucking strange. And then she literally ran off of YouTube, and I bet she'd blame Ryan Upchurch's community, but she just came back. I found her fucking channel today. But
well, some people can't handle like a direct assault on their page because they've probably never been directly assaulted online.
Pretty heavy-handed, but apparently she gained some notoriety by making the news, by rescuing her family from Ukraine.
Yeah.
So, but she didn't do herself any favors by guesting on the podcast she did to discuss the case and say she was there and have a video that she.
Well, that was stupid. That was stupid as fuck. Like, don't make it up.
Well, she said she was there, and then she did, like, right after this investigation got big, go on her kayak and say, "I'm just getting footage of the fucking area," and it's the exact body of water. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, it's a big lake. From what Adventures reports, there's 3 main massive lakes, and everybody went to all 3 of them, and it's just that's the one where the party was right off the coast of, or right like it's weird. I'm not used to those type of.
I
lakes.
have my bias about this anime individual just being shady, and
I don't know who she is, so honestly, like you might be 100% right about that.
But yeah, that's where it lives and dies. And the Ickmail guy, when Ryan Upchurch starts to scramble his name, that's where I was like, okay, again, like, damn, he unscrambles Ickmail, which is another podcaster, into I Sell Kid.
Oh, gee. Okay. Press play. I want to see what Matthew in the back does.
So check this out. Again, in the first few seconds of this clip, let's see if he starts with a sigh. I really don't know. I didn't catch that from watching the clips. Let's see if he sighs.
Kylie Rodney is not Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney is Kylie Ross. Kylie Ross's dad is fake Kylie Rodney's grandpa. That sounds fucking crazy. Yeah. So one.
That guy,
dude,
looked at him and he's like, "Yeah, it sounds crazy because you're fucking saying it, not because I believe it sounds crazy, but what you're thinking is like, yeah, that sounds crazy."
If you go all the way back, like when he's shaking his head, he looks like he's like, all right, you're doing a thing that you just said you weren't going to do before you went live.
You just said you weren't going to say it.
Motherfucker.
Kylie Rodney is not Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney is Kylie.
That's why he's drinking the bottle. He's like,
yeah, he's just like, I can't say that, you dumb motherfucker, but watch. It's the next
Ross. Kylie Ross's dad is fake Kylie Rodney's grandpa. That sounds fucking crazy. Yeah. So one piece of evidence that was thrown out there that everybody was like, what the hell does this mean?
And like, why is he there, the friend?
I speculated that he didn't want to keep looking like he was isolating and nuts. That was my no offense to him or anything.
So that doesn't make you look nuts. Like, yo, crazy. hey, Jimmy, I need you to sit right here. Because I got friends.
Witness.
I got friends.
He would have been better wearing a hoodie and just put the hood over his face.
Yeah,
yeah, man. Whatever you say.
He'd have been better doing this outside. Oh, look, he goes outside. Okay, that's fine. Like that would have it would have given the same type of
he could have been a voice off screen.
Yeah.
I just want to say bless Patty's
but he goes like this.
Everybody that ever asks us about Stuck in the Middle merchandise. Maybe one day when we go viral.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps talking about this Be Real app, right? I've never fucking heard of it. Have you? No. I've never heard of it. And if you look it up, it's like it's the biggest thing ever.
He's his yes and no man. Yes, no. Yes.
Also, nobody heard of Facebook until it was fucking Facebook. Like, but there were still millions of users on it before it got big.
I heard Yes Man got a bonus for saying no in that video.
Oh, dude. Not only does he get a bonus, but you get to watch him count his bonus.
When really it's fucking not. So if you look at the evidence that's been put out, there was a picture that came out where it's the girls in the car lean back, and there's a supposedly Kylie Rodney like with them or whatever. That's the picture everybody's saying, yo, that girl looks dead.
So this
is bad lighting.
Dude, let it ride out. This one I'll say let it ride out. I still think it's crazy, but
they to Ryan Upchurch, they weekend at Bernie's her. Weekend at yeah. That's what he's saying happened here. Look, she's dead. Her eyes are closed.
So if you go back and look at the actual first Be Real post and you
what?
If you look at that post, do you know what she looks like? If that's from the same night?
Every girl I made out with in high school.
That's not from the same night.
Oh, okay. It's like even more. She looks fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my joke. Every girl I made out in high school was fucked
He's
up.
gonna do a let him finish.
He's gonna try to bamboozle us with bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's try to explain this one, I guess.
So if you go back and look at the actual first Be Real post, and you take it and you turn the contrast
Notice friend's out. Friend's gone.
Yep.
Friend will be back though.
down and turn the sharpness up, you can see the name of the profile.
If you altered the photo to where you darkened everything but turned everything else up, it's going to reveal something you never seen for.
Oh God.
If you take that username that
He's
is
back.
on Be Real,
Friend's back. Friend's back now. He's gone. He's back.
and
Sorcery.
apply it to
Was that?
Sorcery.
Yeah, it is sorcery. He's gone. He's back.
TikTok, you see how they're wasting everybody's time?
TikTok. That's the second
on.
Put that
TikTok.
name
trend.
into
Go back
TikTok.
to that part where he shows that name. There's something that just really occurred to me right now. So I'm sorry.
Haley Ross, who is somebody that's like 7 years older, I think, or 5.
No, it's not. It's not even that. Okay, sorry. It's the BER
Be real.
real.
Yeah, I never heard of it either.
Like
It's
Be
pretty
Real. That's
famous.
the app.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be
Maybe.
Real.
Hey, maybe that's a name she just went by on there, so she can get fucking harassed and people find her, just like somebody we know with Eli Channel.
Or maybe Kaylee Ross took the photo.
So if Eli goes missing, I'm like, Eli never existed. It was Eli Channel.
Mm.
That was the real person.
Well,
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I got to be careful if I don't have the full information, but
And I'm pretty sure her name wasn't ROSSSSS.
No, of course not. But there is a Kaylee Ross that happens to look very fucking similar.
Yeah.
does she though?
I mean, but we remember
Is
high
this
school.
video?
But we
Yeah.
also remember high school. How many girls looked alike?
Yeah, sure. No, hey, blonde, blue eyes, all that shit for sure, man. I'm just,
Crop top,
it's another thing. It's
Jenkos.
Do you
know,
think
like-
Eli? Do you think the dad and the grandpa look alike?
no.
Right. So that's
Even
what,
I'm gonna throw some clout out there. One of my new followers that you say are all up church fans said, "I'm a sketch artist for the police department. We look for the 5 points of whatever to identify that if it's somebody and that those are not the same fucking people." So,
it's pretty sad when a layman who isn't a sketch artist is like, yeah, they don't look alike, and then a sketch artist is like, yeah, they don't look alike. Like, well, we're on to something then, I suppose.
Funny thing about
take-
that is there was a thing that just a photographer, and I'm sure you can look it up and find it, who took a picture of a mother's or fathers and their sons and or daughters, like split in half like this separately. You're like, oh, they don't look they have the same color eyes, but when you put them 50-50, they look exactly the fucking same. It's
Yeah.
really creepy. Genetics are fucking wacky.
Family, huh?
Yeah,
Can't live
and by
with
the
them,
way,
can't live without
did
them.
he not think that maybe she looks like her other grandfather?
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm bringing too
Yeah,
much sense into this.
Yeah.
username that is on Be Real and apply it to TikTok. You see how they're wasting everybody's time? TikTok. If you put that name into TikTok, look at the profile that comes up.
He lied. Oh, he ate my hunt, but he did it out of spite.
Look at this blonde bimbo that comes
It
up.
looks nothing like.
Yeah. She looks alive to me. That's kind of wrong. She lied to me.
He got a wife, but she ain't the one he liked. Oh.
So if you look at Kylie,
Look, now brother's doing bills in the background. Look at him. He's counting all the money he's made off of grieving families back from all his
Right.
monetization.
I got this much for saying yes, this much for no. Ooh, what happens if I say maybe?
Ooh, yeah.
He's like, so if we sell the Hellcat and the family comes after us for the lawsuit, how much money do we have left?
Ryan, you have to understand your interest is about to cross over until he starts to get all like technical with him. Like,
Into
whoa,
negative
yeah,
equity.
Yeah. You don't want that to happen. If you do, you need to sell right now.
K-I-E-L-Y, and look at her situation and who's around her. Look at the grandpa, because the grandpa.
I'm sorry, I can't. Hey, can you do math behind me while I speak on this subject here? Just do work behind me. It will not be
Generic
distracting
work.
at all. Yeah.
I actually did a close up on what the fuck he's scribbling there. And
You know what?
What is he
I'm
scribbling?
looking at
Anything good?
words.
I'm looking at what Bert says. He's right. Bert said Baptist is basically saying all white girls look the same.
Yeah. Racist.
Exactly. Fucking-
On Kylie, K-I-E-L-Y's page, is the dad on CALLIE's page.
Okay, so here you go. Here's Callie's dad. Okay. And Callie's dad. Number 2. Callie Ronnie's grandpa. Same motherfucker.
So you literally just picked.
His grandpa.
That's the same person that was in the last video.
No, that's the grandpa. But
yeah,
page.
Here's the dad.
Yeah.
From the new girl's account. This is TikTok, Kaylee Ross's account.
Yeah.
Ready? So this is dad. Now here's Kaylee Rodney's grandfather. Boom.
Those are two completely different fucking people.
Boom.
I mean,
those are two completely different fucking humans.
No, I don't know why I feel so bad.
Oh, why do you feel so bad?
I don't know. Well, honestly, because I'm thinking twofold here. All right, the impact that this shit has had on the families.
Yeah, that's fucked.
But also like the fucking speculation. I don't know, man. I'm just having emotions. Go on. It's a time of that month, okay? Yeah.
But it's like he's like, look at this dude who's kind of fat, boozy faced, and with a specific style of sunglasses. I know it's a stupid, thing to point out. And then you look at this guy who's definitely much older. His face is more rectangular, droopy.
Is he also saying all white older men look alike?
Dude, yeah. Okay, and wait till you hear his issue with why they don't look alike. This is and some are gonna say this is why they don't look alike. Like, no, bro, it's not that at all. Just
I don't look like my grandfather at all.
Listen to what he thinks people are focusing on. Why they don't look alike.
If he points out the hat, I'm gonna smack him.
Yeah.
Oh no! You mean to tell me Kylie with a C and Kylie with a K have the same dad, grandpa?
That's not the same person.
And by the way, don't waste your time being like, well, they don't look the same. That guy looks a little older than the other guy. Yeah.
No. No. It's not about age, Mr. Upchurch. That didn't even come to my mind. You already said dad and grandpa. I assume the age had to be a factor.
Exactly.
Hence the titles given to them via their family members. It was everything else that didn't look
it was literally everything else in that picture.
It looked the same. The big fucking sunglasses. Yeah. And even those didn't look the same.
And people stick with the same style of sunglasses. As somebody who worked in a fucking sunglass store for 3 years, I know that shit.
Dude, this is a guy he's got no time on his hand. He's got a buddy doing math next to him. He's like, I got, it's idle time is bad.
You know what? I'm about to jump on Eli's train. Fuck it. Tax this dude 90%. I want him in the poorhouse tomorrow night.
Hop on it.
You don't even know my stance. He's not.
I want that dude taxed at 95% minimum.
That's not even my stance at all. So get off my train. You ain't on it.
Don't waste your time being like, well, they don't look.
Go ahead. Press play.
The same. That guy looks a little older than the other guy. Yeah, that's the point.
They did that on purpose.
All right, Mr. Oh, they're not the same person.
On purpose.
Yeah, they did that on purpose. The grandfather's older than the father. Gotcha, bitch.
I really hope this is where people started to drop off.
Oh God,
that's the problem, though. People are not dropping off from this dummy.
If you go sort through his comments, my man, you'll find a few detractors, but there's a lot of yes men, and there's a lot of he's tapping into an element that I identified here. There are the older demographic that don't trust the whole social media internets, and they have to see things with their own eyes.
What do they think?
Upchurch in one of his videos even goes on a rant about how that old school way of thinking is the right way, and we are all just trusting anything that we're told because of all the reports or all the internets and social medias. It's a general distrust that the public have that is being tapped into by claims like this.
We have to go back just to the quick question, and then we can move on after this. I don't know how much time everyone has, but why? What is the purpose? If this was why would they fake a girl missing if she wasn't real? Like, what's to draw
have
from
one thing
this?
in common? And that's it. Financial gain. That's it. Whether it's JFK, whether it's a quote unquote moon landing,
what's the gain from 9/11? Then
It's all financially motivated.
Well, okay. Explain to me then, how would one financially gain from this situation, and who would be the one gaining from it? Like the news?
He would explain all elements of funding to any of, like, he would claim, and I've seen the consensus and the people talking about it in the comments, like agencies or even the police and anybody that got involved in the search, they got to eat up their budget, which is why they don't want to always find something. I'm just paraphrasing the things I've seen and read by his following here. And also, of course, he threw in the whole GoFundMe is something now that's also nefarious, because now all you got to do is, hoax a huge fucking national missing persons thing for financial gain here. So yeah,
put it this way,
back to that.
No family wants to be known as the family whose daughter went missing and was found in a lake dead 2 weeks later.
One thing that I brought up in my last video, which got my ire so much that I had to, these same people that did not want to detract from being yes men, or they're very eager to claim conspiracy. One of them was during the live saying the mother was eating sushi when they found the daughter. And I went back on. I did another video and I said, look, there's some comments I saw. When somebody's going through mourning and there's a support network, they want to take her out.
What if they're going through night?
Fucking what? So fucking what?
Some people get mad. Some people just don't eat.
Yeah, that
when people say stuff like that, annoys me, because they're basically saying you're not mourning like I mourn.
Right. It just and this, I don't know if they take into account how long it took to find, the Kylie Rodney's body, which I don't doubt is her body.
It just seems like people with a lot of time on their hands, and I mean that with like the best intentions, by saying like it's just something to find yourself preoccupied in, like, oh wow, yeah, this is, like when you can't do something about, when you feel powerless maybe in your own life, it feels more interesting to then kind of
put your energy in other things.
Put your energy into something where maybe you can, perceivably call out bullshit because you maybe can't do it for yourself in your own kind of things. And by that I mean like kind of like the sheeple who just jump onto things like this, that like, that like Eli, as you said, minus the few detractors in the comments, a lot of people are just hook, line, and sinker on it.
The fan base has like their own namesake. It's Creek Squad, and they wear it like a real badge. People get it tattooed on them. So yeah, the following is pretty
was that
intense.
Before the whole incident though? Was that just like a Ryan?
Yeah, way before.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's a different thing. If they were doing it for the
no. And I'm gonna tell on myself a little bit, but I don't think it's a huge secret. I think I've been pretty transparent about it. Okay.
You got a tattoo? It says Creek Squad?
No. The fucking video that I did. I didn't think it was going to slap as well as it did, but I did know that the iron was hot based on the video he did, and I did do the timing. I did make a clickbait-ish title where I said, I'm using my crazy Ryan Upchurch and the Kylie Rodney case, and I misspelled her fucking name.
And to your credit, you did it. Okay, dude, perfect.
Well, she doesn't exist.
To your credit, two things. There was a time when people would misspell titles to get people to come on their video to then correct them on that misspelled title, right? And then also too, you did a few videos in regards to that subject already, so you were already trying to you know what I mean, like it wasn't like you just put one video out, like you put a few out, and I really do think that that helps, like sticking with the subject a few times. The algorithm helps, like it helps with that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then also too, like you're not shadow banned.
I did put as much strategy into what I did. I did not have any idea it was gonna go the way it did. So of course I was pleasantly surprised, and I had to ignore the comments because I'm not accustomed to having that many eyes on me. It got up to 329.
We just got to figure out how to channel that into the main show sometimes, because you brought it up, but we just couldn't like to get it into, like.
Did you hear in my panic state on that very video how I referenced the show? I mean, at least I gave the whole URL. But
I did it. I did it.
It's just a political show.
Oh no, you didn't. So you turned people
That was
off.
such a bad idea.
I tried to explain this on there, but it just didn't hit.
Yeah.
But it's just a political, and I was like, oh shit. But I did, say youtube.com/stuck in the middle and stuck in the middle. I said it like,
well, nobody wants to go to watch just a political show. So I mean, it's great you plugged it and all, but you kind of say, hey, you guys like shit? You guys like poo poo? Go to shit.com. You check that shit out.
I was overwhelmed at the time, and but
that's cool though, man. That's really cool. Yeah, hell yeah, that's awesome.
Shut up.
Well, I don't know, like how much. Who's got what time? Eli, are you here longer? Brock,
like I'm literally like fucking struggling here. I'm on the struggle bus to stay awake at this point.
All right, kick Brock off. Let's just do it.
Okay, we got a few more. Like, unless you want to hear just the first beginnings of the Illinois thing, real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, go on, please.
Okay, so and I thought Brock would really like this, but back in February of 2021, the Illinois governor signed a law eliminating cash bail, police collective bargaining. This article has been going around on the Twitter sphere. It's called the Safety Act. It's Bill HB 3653. It's up on the screen here. And it's essentially what New York is, or New York does, and Chicago, but now it's the first one to approach a state level. I'm going to full screen it for us here. Right now, it says
you can't even be detained.
Non-detainable offenses under the Safety Act. So the following crimes would become non-detainable offenses after the Safety Act goes into effect. Yeah. Second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, arson, aggravated battery, kidnapping.
Second-degree murder and kidnapping.
Intimidation.
Fleeing and eluding. DUI.
Threatening a public official.
Holy shit.
So basically, in Illinois, you'll be able to go up and just threaten judges, cops to kill them. And you'll be like, bad. And then you get to go free.
You remind me, there's this one judge in Illinois. I just want to say.
You shut your fucking face.
I'm just kidding, by the way.
And just because it's not illegal there, you can definitely be arrested for it.
Yeah. No. It's doing a thing. Yeah. All right.
Arson, drug-induced homicide.
Drug-induced homicide. Man, there's a Joshua relocating. There's a party in
Good
Illinois.
News, man. All you guys do is get fucked up, and then you can kill whoever you want to kill. And you want to get a double whammy, you go after a public official.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's fine. No, you're cool. You can totally stay in.
Wait. Were you messed up when you did it? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah, you little bastard.
In that case, just a little cocaine, heroin.
It's funny because, like, does it double up? So if they let you go, do you get to go out and do it again, and then they let you go again?
Damn, we got a regular Arkham Asylum over there.
That's exactly what it would become.
I
was trying to read what that does, but it says, I'm just like kind of reading it. It's essentially what we just read, but I wanted to follow up with HB 365 also eliminated cash bail and enacted multiple benefits for felons, according to FOP. It also prohibits, ready? Brock, you should like this, use of force in almost all situations, and makes officers criminally liable for virtually any use of force, and removes prohibitions against obstructing police officers, and charges officers with a Class 3 felony of official misconduct for banal and incidental issues.
Yeah, I mean they lifted qualified immunity. Is that my understanding?
There's no such thing as qualified immunity.
It's a thing.
No, it's not.
That's a thing.
No, it's not.
Qualified immunity is a thing.
It's really not, though. Qualified immunity just
church.
Qualified immunity. All that means
it's not real, bro.
You have to have a reason. It's not real. Do what you've done.
She's not missing. Qualified immunity isn't real, bro.
No, that's all it is. All that means is you have to have a reason to do what you did, and a reasonable person would have done the same thing.
Hey, I got a new subscriber.
Hell yes.
Are you kidding? Like, so now in Illinois, it's perfectly legal. Go beat the fuck out of a cop. He can't touch you. He can't shoot them. Fuck it.
January 1st. January 1st.
I need to hurry up and get through Academy because it's going to be filled with a bunch of Chicago and Illinois cops.
This is also pretty crazy. It says the new law also requires. Okay, so the police union said the reform bill creates a special class of public employees in order to eliminate collective bargaining rights for officers that are currently guaranteed by the state and allows officers to be punished or fired based on anonymous and substantiated or unverifiable complaints.
Whoa.
But
What?
ready?
Mm-hmm.
Get this. The new law also requires that those unsubstantiated and unverified complaints shall be kept to use against officers forever with no destruction and no limits on how they can be utilized to inflict harm on the officers.
Are you reading directly off the legislation, or was this polished up by somebody?
I'm
That
reading
is
a
probably the
little
Cliff
bit of
Notes.
polished up a little bit, but
The Cliff Notes, basically.
it's
Okay.
So we're going to need anybody who's in the chat that lives in Illinois to get the fuck out.
Or
'Cause January 1st, it's about to be wild.
live dangerous.
Yeah, like you will live in the purge
run far away. I
because, wow.
do you think apparently, and laws move so slow, but apparently that was signed back in February of 2021. It just goes into effect of January 2023. What did Chris say, Eli?
That is
Yeah, no, hey man, look, I've been pretty fucking clear about my stance on blue states in general.
and this is just a total sidebar for that for another dumb blue state thing. California has now placed into effect a council that will decide all positions, all wages, all policies for all fast food joints. So if this council says everybody who works at McDonald's now gets paid $100 an hour, they cannot say no.
Okay, but
California.
what is the council made up of? What makes them a qualified council?
French
member?
fries and hamburgers.
The governor.
The governor gets to appoint their own civilian oversight committee.
It's
to
not
be
even
the
a
council?
civilian oversight.
No, it's
you
not
don't have-
oversight. They're
You never
implementing
had. Yeah,
actual,
it's just what we say goes.
draconian. Okay.
So welcome to California. That guy wants to run for president one day.
No, that's not. Nope. Mm-mm.
Did you see the sign from California? When the sign when people are, driving to work and stuff like that, urging people how to stay cool. Do you know how to stay cool while there's
AC.
extreme heat?
AC.
No, extreme heat. You save power between 4 and 9, and that's how you stay cool. You don't use cool between 4 and 9, and you will then be cool.
The funniest part is right when this all started going down, they put that by 2045, every car in California will be electric. Now the problem with that is they have I think they have between 8 and 10% electric cars in the state right now, and their power grid can't handle them all charging at the same time.
This is why it's been so hard for me to maintain saying I'm a fucking progressive when it's just shit all over a chessboard, man.
It is shit all over a chessboard. That's exactly what it is at this point.
I want to play you guys a quick video that I will have to just briefly switch to the stuck screen because this is not appropriate for YouTube. They will still be able to hear us. Oh shit!
Yes.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, hang on a second. Hang on.
What'd you do now?
Hang on.
He almost got the whole show taken down. Just
Again?
Oh wait, maybe we can't do it like this because then I can't show you guys. Damn it!
Yeah, you didn't think that one through, did you?
didn't.
You can show.
I mean, this is on
shoe
Twitter.
stings on YouTube.
Yeah, this is on Twitter. So check this out. So this is what you don't
You just
do.
can't say the S word.
This is a big warning to people out there.
Trigger warning.
Yeah, you got to be careful with violence in the streets. We preach very, very much against violence, and we want to make sure you know how to handle yourself out there. And with that said, here's a video of just explaining, educating us on what could happen if you're not prepared for the worst, because sometimes the worst does happen. This is not a scare tactic. This is just a way to work around YouTube restrictions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put the warning.
So the man just gets sucker punched. You saw that?
Yes.
So man in white shirt about to sucker punch man in black shirt.
Okay.
Sucker punch. This is in Chicago, too.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah.
All right, so a guy steps in.
Yep.
So like, hey man, that was fucked up.
This is the guy with the sucker. He got sucker punched.
He got sucker punched. Yeah.
And the sucker puncher is about to say, "Fuck you, man."
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're dead. We're gone.
No, he's not. He's not. That was a BB gun. His BB gun.
Oh.
Yep. And like, look at everyone. They're like, oh,
square in the chest.
Unfortunately, he fell on ketchup packets. He fell right on ketchup packets on his back there. Got ketchup all over the ground.
How silly.
Yeah.
That's silly of him.
Silly man. Isn't it kind of interesting how like that,
just so this is 100% clear, that guy's going to prison.
In Chicago?
Well, I mean, maybe not.
He's going to he's going to, you know.
He's going to go to the police station. They're going to slap him on the wrist and say, "Get out of here, you little bastard."
He goes to the big prison in the sky. Get out of here, huh?
The other guy is definitely going to
Yeah, well, with Illinois's new rule.
Well, all he has to do is hold out until January 1st.
I mean, is that second
fleeing and looting is no longer, they'll just slap you on the wrist and running. So murder and.
But what we just saw wasn't anything of that. But if it was some type of homicide, that wasn't second degree, homicide, right?
No, that's 100% first degree. You knew what you were doing when you did it.
So he'd stay in jail.
Oh yeah, forever. Yeah. He would be. Okay, goodbye. Good.
That the no cash bail does not apply to that guy.
No. That guy is definitely going away forever.
Phew. For a second there, I was scared.
Because Apple Dumpling, I hope you don't mind if I ask what city it is you're referring to. She says in her city they've had no power for 2 hours. I wonder if she's where we were just talking about. But okay, anyway.
Are you a very blue state?
Yeah, we had safe assumption, man. I think she's in Cali. Just saying.
I was supposed to play this video after the Ryan Upchurch thing. But I totally spaced. But this just happened in India, and you know how we love our amusement park ride follies.
Oh God!
And by follies, I do.
Now, is it like a real amusement park or is it a carnival?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's pretty real. I mean, it's one of those things.
That could be a carnival too.
Really, you think like that?
Yeah,
that size?
I've seen like really chintzy versions of that.
You're not going to catch me.
Oh, I wouldn't go on it.
Yeah. Maybe catch me dead after the fact, but
that looks like a gravity train, honestly. That goes up in the sky. Oh boy.
Nothing could go wrong.
Oh no! Just because I know something goes wrong, I'm looking for like a bolt to go flying off.
What could go wrong?
Final destination.
That's exactly what this is. The last terrifying moments of your life.
Nobody died.
Oh God! Oh God!
Did anybody decease?
No, I don't think nobody died.
Okay.
I mean, can you sue for that in India? I don't know. But if they can.
I know this didn't happen or anything. I don't know anybody that would, but dude, imagine if somebody had a butt plug and that thing just slammed down. Wow.
I think it works in opposite. I think because there's so many people in India that they sue you if you didn't die on there.
Yeah.
Listen, that was supposed to take you out.
We tried to take out 40 people here.
Yeah,
that out the traffic a little bit.
No good.
I don't advocate for the end of anybody's lives, but we do have a population.
God.
It looked like it could have been a lot worse. It did look like it had
much.
I mean, it didn't look like it was a free fall, right? It looked like it had some type of friction going down to where it wasn't but I don't know. Fuck.
Or imagine if a dude and a chick were doing it and the chick's on top and then it drops suddenly and insta penetration, bro.
Before I go, I just felt like I should point out the country that just banned assault weapons is now had a mass stabbing and 10 people are dead and 14 people were injured. Good job, Canada.
Oh, we're not supposed to clap for that?
Yeah.
I'm just going to blame my cousin.
I literally did this because of my fucked up hand. I went to give a thumbs up and oh God, it's one of those nights. All right. I'm going to get the fuck out of here because, sleeping.
Okay, Sir Brocco Lee, man, thank you, for joining us. Eli we got it from here. We'll hang out. We got a few more videos to play and we'll get that out of here. Dude, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll do it again soon there. Wake up at 4:17 a.m. there. guy.
Yeah, we gotta hang out, man. I need my yes men like Upchurch.
Just text. That's all you gotta do.
Okay, I'll try to work that out.
All right.
By the way, I'm not real.
Yeah, me neither.
That's what's
All right,
up.
bye.
That's what's up. Later, Brock. Brock out. Now I gotta fix your face. Hang
Oh,
on a
how
second.
dare you? Gosh.
I mean that in the nicest, most possible way ever.
I know I'm puffing up a little bit, but you don't have to call me out in front of all these people. Okay. So don't take yourself too seriously. Go on.
Never. Nobody.
You're in the zone, though. I love it when you're in the zone. Everybody pay close attention to his face, make him super self-conscious, flood the chat with compliments, and let's watch him meltdown.
Don't you do it. Don't
Come
you
on.
do it.
First one to do a compliment gets a shout out, and I'll do like a twerk or something. No, that'd be a reason for you not to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, Just Scotty, Dumpling,
I'm
Patty, Chris, Sailor Moon, all our good Techno, Lificer, my brother from another mother. It's good to see the usual suspects.
Okay.
And all the lurkers, whoever you may be. We love you too.
Whoa. Almost fixed us. Okay, 1 second.
You can't fix us, Josh. There is no fixing us, okay? Okay?
That's so pessimistic of you.
As if. I mean, it was inevitable, okay? All right?
Can you keep stalling a little bit there? Or what are you
okay.
doing?
So, yeah, funny story. I was at work, and this lady that works for HR from some other company, she didn't disclose wisely, and she's trying to do the whole, I'm telling a funny story. My boss is a crazy person, and I'm shopping for her. And she, you know what she's like. You know what I mean? She's from New York. I'm like, oh, yeah. I mean, I'm from there. And her daughters laugh, and she felt embarrassed. Like, no, but you know what I mean? I mean, she's Jewish. I was like, oh. And I took out my Star of David. I'm like, New York and Jewish. I feel so bad for you. And then I started doing this, and she just had like a fucking hilarious meltdown. I had to laugh and make sure she knew it was okay. That was a fun story, fun time.
Did you tell her you were Jewish?
No, I made her think that I was full on, even though I did say my father's side. And I said, I'm also Colombian. She said, oh, I am too. I said, oh, saved by the fucking ethnicity. Lucky you. And her kids were just laughing it up because I'm so special.
Since we have it in the title, and I think before we play the Alex Jones video,
You got an Alex Jones video?
We do.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We have a very funny one too.
Big PP has to PP. You're right, Bert. All right, go on.
I got a PP too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's pretty fierce.
I made a mistake. I didn't realize how many jobs the Biden administration had added.
There you go. Okay.
So I need to extend some sorries, some my bads to the Biden administration, because the White House press secretary will tell us exactly how many jobs were added recently.
Is this the Don Lemon?
And be prepared, because that's a lot of jobs. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
I didn't even know the number got this high.
As you know, the good news is in August, the economy created 315,000 jobs, which is important. We have created nearly 10,000 million jobs since President Biden took office.
She said they created 10,000 million jobs.
10,000 million.
Yeah, she pulled a Dr. Evil. 10,000 million jobs.
You know, I'm starting to think, and this is just wild speculation, don't misinformation, medical, whatever, misinformation me, people, or YouTube, but I think Biden out is actually contagious.
It is. It's contagious.
We caught it by covering him for 2 or 1 year. I don't even see. It's happening right now.
Where am
Biden?
Who?
Since President Biden took office, which is the fastest, nearly 10,000 million jobs since President.
10,000 million.
There's 1,000 million in a billion. She just said since Biden's been elected, they've created 10 billion jobs.
Wow.
There's like 350 million people in America, but they created 10 billion jobs. What's up, bitch? Pencil drop or mic drop.
We made so many jobs that we can't even fill the positions with working people.
We got 10 billion jobs. You guys got to go get to fucking work here, huh? Because we got 10 billion jobs ready to be jobbed.
You know how I'm also realizing this is one of the many reasons why my progressive side of Progressive Patriot is getting even lower, is because I'm seeing in these inflated states like California and others that they've raised their fucking wage for McDonald's and others and Wendy's to $18 to $20 starting. But that's just to fucking survive in the inflated economy that they live in over there anyway.
Right. I was going to say,
they're trying to play it like it's progressive, but it's fucking not.
They're just trying to keep up with
appearances,
everything else that's
progressive bones in their body. They're all full of shit, man. Fuck the entire DNC. Fuck the RNC for the reasons I know why, and fuck the DNC for trying to be so fucking sketch.
Keeping up with the Joneses, the Alex Joneses, actually. Speaking of keeping up with the Joneses, blah, blah. Alex Jones makes. I love when he makes the internet videos. Because you know it's going to be good. You know it's going to be juicy when Alex Jones is kind of like trending. Like there's a new video of him out there. And this one does not disappoint. I don't know exactly how old this is, meaning a few days, maybe a week, but it is relatively new. But I guess a French reporter wanted to sit down with the man and ask him a few questions. And Alex,
how do you know he was French? Did he have a baguette?
Oh, we hear all about how we know he was French. I'll tell you that much. We get to hear all about it. I would like to know the full story, meaning like
we don't get context this day and age, Josh. Get on the bandwagon, sir.
Right. But did the journalist say something to piss him off? Was Alex just being a fucking child from the start? But this doesn't disappoint. It's about 2.5 minutes of pure gold. So I hope you enjoy.
Okay, yeah, you're done. You're full of crap. What? I am what?
So he's kicking the reporter out. He's saying, "You're done. You're full of crap." So
I've seen this reporter before.
That's the mood in the room.
Want to fight? You're a big tough guy? Fight.
Alex,
That's a joke. It's a joke.
Is this a joke?
Hey, what I'm telling you is...
Honestly, okay. The interview
is supposed to be...
I have been waiting here. No one said... If you do not want to answer our questions, that's okay. Just say and we will go.
No one said...
No one said... No one said...
If it wasn't for us, you'd have been under German control.
If it was... What, Sarah?
If it wasn't for America, you'd be under German control.
If it wasn't for America, you'd be under German control. Blip, blip, blip. That's what he keeps telling the guy. Blip. Like, that's the insult I used when I was, like, in middle school. You know, like, making fun of people. Like, what, you can't talk? Blip, blip, blip. He's making fun of his French accent.
Not to make this any deeper than it fucking is or isn't, but I do want to give the credit where it's due for what he did for journalism and, like, Bohemian Grove, but where he's done the damage and shit like this gives a lot of us a bad fucking name, and so I call him out for that.
You're a big history lesson guy. Like, yeah, listen. R. Kelly, great music. Don't like the whole touching little girls thing. Okay, great music though. Like, yeah, we know he did the things in the past, and he's a good guy. This is just funny. I don't think this puts him in any negative light.
No. That was my thought. My very random thought was just thinking recently about people saying the ruling was unjust, and now we all need to walk on eggshells. Not a lot of people are claiming, false flags on, Sandy Hook.
Except Ryan.
Real fucking
except Ryan Upchurch. Except Ryan Upchurch.
No. I call him out, and I fell off on his claims. I still like him as a human being. He's impassioned and sincere, but he's gone onto a full fucking crazy train, and he needs to be called out on that as well.
Okay, I take it back.
If it wasn't for us, you'd have been under German control.
If it was... What, Sarah?
If it wasn't for America, you'd been under German control. Under EU control.
That's where he pulls a Louis C.K. Oh, ruined my day.
I've never seen that. We came here. We're supposed to do
We came here to give you the vision of George Soros, and now you're mad.
Okay. We are?
Yeah, we're done. Because you want to just regurgitate BS.
Brilliant. So, okay.
Have fun in your Islamic caliphate.
Wow, mon Dieu.
With all the cars burning.
See, if you don't feel comfortable answering questions, you should just say so.
Hail Allah! Blah, blah, blah.
You know,
blah, 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 blah.
He's just a child.
And he acted like this in the court.
Blah, 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 blah. He's just making fun of his French accent by going to blah, 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 blah. Like,
Oh, thank God. Okay, everything froze, and I thought we were down. Okay.
No, we're good. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's more like
thank you so
much. Would you rather call to prayer? Is that better for your French?
Thank you for your time.
French call to prayer. God bless Islam.
The handlers are physically handling him.
Yeah.
Hail the Republic of France under Islam, the new caliphate. Hail Iran. Hail the new Islamic Republic of France.
Jesus.
Hail the new Islamic Republic of France.
If you didn't want
Hail
to do the
the new
interview, you
Islamic
should
of
have, if
France.
you did not want to do the interview, you should just have said so.
Hail the new.
The guy is so practical. Like, if you didn't want to do it, you just should have said you didn't want to do it. Like, why am
Passive, professional, sane, not childish.
I didn't
Did
get
you
to.
see? Sorry.
Good.
Well, I've been interrupting you a lot. You should go.
I was gonna say I would love.
What?
I didn't get to see the end, but it'd be funny if he starts to get you, because he's been keeping his cool the whole time. Like, if he didn't want to do the interview, blah 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 blah, whatever he says.
If you just haymakers him, yes, that would be great.
Verbally though.
Who's the guy on the fucking Adult Swim? Andre, whatever. He made the movie.
Andre the Giant.
No, motherfucker. Come on, dude. He's like
Andre 3000.
He's the white black guy.
Andre the Seal. Eric Andre.
Thank you. Yes. Did you see when Eric Andre fucking roasted Alex Jones at one of his rallies and got chased away?
I did. Epic.
Yeah.
Epic.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. Remember that? That was awesome.
Yeah. You get it.
You're going to talk about. You came to do the interview. You're not doing
Republic of France. Hail the new Islamic 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 Republic of France.
This is okay.
Hail the.
This is okay. You like this? You like when he does this? They're like, yeah, I mean, we're recording, right? Aren't we?
It is good exercise for your arm. Yes.
You appreciate this when he does this, huh? You act like a fat fool.
The new Islamic Republic of France.
Yes,
Hail the new.
But like, that's a French guy getting frustrated. You know what I mean? Like, he's pissed right now. He was like, is this okay? This is acceptable to you, huh? Puh.
Just wait till he fucking entirely loses it and goes,
yeah.
Oh, you Americans.
I spit at you. Puh. And
then whatever they do, like put frogs on baguettes or something.
Yeah, they eat frog legs. They don't shave their armpits, whatever the weirdos do.
Fucking A.
French.
This is okay.
Hail the new Islamic Republic of France.
I will live.
Hail the new Islamic Republic of France. Hail the new.
Like, the security was like strong arming the French guy. Like, you gotta get out of here, bro. You're causing trouble. Yeah. And like, meanwhile, this guy's just yelling like hell is the Islamic protection in front of you. Yet, but you're getting escorted out. Yeah.
I think I do like Bert's perspective, which is an accurate perspective, but does not make this defensible. But he's like, imagine giving that little fucks, you know. I suppose that's what it is.
Yeah, I know.
Like a shithead.
Because like, I'm assuming like the reporter started to say something where like he knew, okay, this is gonna be that type of interview. Like it was kind of it wasn't led on to in the whole reach out. Hey, do you mind if we interview you? That this was their intention, which obviously you probably wouldn't do that. But as soon as a few questions were asked, you know, he probably felt like, okay, I see what you're doing here. You're trying to, you know, take me out of context. You're trying to ask me what I meant about something you're quoting me not in full context of. So if I defend it, that means what you're saying out of context is what I said. What, you know what I mean? So you can't even, you have to be like, well, it's just going to look weird for you either way if you defend that question or if you say I can't answer that question, or if you just say, oh, you didn't ask that question right. There's, you know, it's not going to end well for you. So you just be a child. You just blah, 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 blah.
It's the safer play, apparently, if your name is Alex Jones. So all credit to him for lacking professionalism and being a total dickhead. And, you know, yeah.
Well played, Mr. Jones.
Well played.
Mr. Jones.
That's why we love you.
And me. I think we did it, my friend.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Did you? You? Did you? Okay.
I don't know. How do you feel? Do you feel that way?
I feel, yeah, no, we definitely did it. And yeah, I gotta go.
My computer froze. Hang on.
Everybody pause. Oh, okay. So I guess we're just gonna say peace out, voice out, smash the like button, hit the share button.
My computer froze.
Tomorrow, Tuesday night. One love, peace out. Can you kill the video?
Oh, there we go. It was fading out. Listen, thanks for tuning in. I'm Eli, you just did the damn thing. I'm not sure if people heard it, but the music was blaring over it, so you might have been really muffled. But thanks for watching. Eli, are you in for tomorrow's show, sir?
Of course, man. Yeah.
Awesome, beautiful. So we'll be back tomorrow, 10 p.m. EST. Catch us then. And thank you all for hanging out with us. Go catch Eli and another viral video, hopefully soon to be Progressive Patriot.
I'm going live after this.
That's what's up, man. All right, buddy.
All right. Good night.
Later.
Peace out.